Okay, so I have got some more of my lighthouse done. What I have done is I've actually done all the sides. Like I said, I distressed them and with my distressor, lovely distressor tool that one of my favorite things, and then I inked them all up. So this is what it looks like right now. And this is the front section that had the holes in it. So I thought I would show you guys how I will do this part. If I can get it to work. Hopefully this works and hopefully you can see this the right way. So what I do is, before I put it on there, I actually marked sort of where these holes were, and the hole down here is right in the middle, so that should be fairly easy. So then what I do is I take a file like this, and then I will just sort of poke it through, and okay, that was a bit of a surprise. That hole was bigger than I thought it was. But I remember the holes were actually quite big. So then what I'm going to do is take off these little pieces. Okay, that was a bit of a surprise. I forgot how big the holes were on this thing. But then what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to file that off. It's a nice little file. And then this, and so when I do that, it'll basically be, kind of distresses it at the same time that it gets rid of the extra paper. I was taught this technique by my wonderful scrappy friend Gay. She taught me how to do this. I do that a lot. On a lot of my Kaiser Craft projects, I will put the paper right to the end and then go like this to scrape it off. But I didn't want to do that on this project because I actually wanted to have a lot more of the paint showing because I knew I wasn't going to do that up here. So I'm just going to do that all the edges. You guys might end up seeing my cat in this video because she has decided scrapbooking is her new favorite thing too. And of course some of this stuff might end up inside the lighthouse. If it does, oh well, I'm not really that terribly worried about that. One of the reasons I didn't do this technique right to the edge on all the sides is because it does kind of take away the paint when you're doing it that way. It obviously scrapes off some of the paint, and I ended up, when I made this, I ended up using all the paint that I had left, so didn't really have any to touch it up. But mostly it's because, like I said, I wanted to have a lot of this stuff showing, a lot more of that stuff showing. So see, there you go. Now we have a hole there. And then what I'll do is I will actually take my inker and just kind of distress that a little bit more and a bit more color to it. So there you go. See, we got that one hole. So then now I won't actually be quite a shock this time because I forgot this hole is going to be the same nice big size. Oh, actually, so there we go. That's my problem. This one was smaller. I was expecting them both to be this size. Apparently I have a very short memory because I only put the paper on here a few seconds ago. Obviously. It's very late at night. I shouldn't have. But yeah, this is actually just a file. I have a whole set of them that I bought. It's my nice little set of... a precision file set is what I have. So I've got everything from the big flat one to all the various different sizes. And a nice little tip about these ones, if you would like to know, is that this other end, I use that quite regularly for flowers. Like when I did this flower, I used this to curl over the edges, so that's just kind of a fun little trick. One of the reasons I like these things. They're multi-purpose, like most of my craft tools. I'm not sure if my husband knew I was taping, so he's probably down here going, why is she talking to herself? It's not quite as round as I thought it was going to be, but that's okay, because everything doesn't have to be 100% symmetrical. I'm kind of distressing the lighthouse so it can kind of look however I want. But there we go. So there's that second one. Now I'm hoping this is going to work. This is a very big hole and there won't be a whole lot of paper left on either side of it. I can make a little happy face in it. Yeah, see, this might not do what I want it to do. I have to be very careful when I do this one. One thing I am going to have to do when I do this, this actually happens quite regularly when I put my paper on this way, is that when you're doing this part of the project, see, the paper will actually sort of start to lift. So all I do is put a bit more glue down, and there we go. It should actually stick no problem now. There we go. And there, like I said, it's not quite symmetrical, but still really doesn't really have to be, I guess. And like I said, you get lots of lovely little fluffies when you do this technique. I have them all over me quite regularly. As I said, I do this over the garbage can, so it doesn't make quite as much of a mess, but sometimes it can't be helped. And then when I have stuff that's kind of not symmetrical, etc., or I don't like how it goes, things like this, I just touch them up afterwards. So I will probably be adding flowers, etc. to this portion of it, or anything so it'll cover up the stuff that I don't like. So there you go. And like I said, this is going to stand up on top of the box. Well, actually, I won't show you that now because I have to figure out the next stage. So, but there you go. So there is my lighthouse. This is what, as I said, it'll stand like that on the box, but if you want to see it, actually, this is what it actually looks like. Oh, okay. Got a map that kind of goes all the way around. I wasn't really worried about it matching 100%, but I think it looks kind of cool. I got an anchor and everything. And I was quite happy with how this turned out. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that section of the tutorial, or I don't even know if it's a tutorial. I'm not quite sure what this is, but I hope you like it, and I will show you some new stuff on the next day or two. Bye.